Hey everyone, welcome back to the weekly affirmations for the week of July 1st through July 7th. It is July already. Part of me is excited because July is my favorite month. My birthday is this month. And also my daughter's birthday is this month. So it's always a good time. Plus I love summer, going to the beach, getting outside, doing things. But this month is always a little bittersweet because once it's over with, then we're heading back towards fall. And don't get me wrong, I love fall, but July is my favorite month, so I always get sad when it's over. But I'm getting ahead of myself as usual. It's just begun, so I'm just gonna take the time to enjoy it. So let's get started and see what kind of affirmation we need for this week. What do we need to remind ourselves of, to keep telling ourselves to keep getting through, work with the energy that we've got coming up this week. Tomorrow we have a total solar eclipse in Cancer. It's a new moon. So there's a lot, and then there's another eclipse coming up this month. So there's a lot happening in astrology. God, I almost said Australia like 3 times. There's a lot happening astrologically this month, and has been going on for a little while. So let's see what we need to focus on. And again, cards are jumping out of my hands. All right, let's see what we've got here. I believe in myself now, always, and in all ways. So this is the goddess of perseverance. And it says to use this gift when you feel like a failure or others seem to doubt your abilities. Your strengths and weaknesses are yours to experience and learn from in your own time. Accept yourself just as you are now, knowing that the mistakes you have made help guide the direction of your personal growth. It is never too late to change. This is a great one for any time. I believe in myself now, always, and in all ways. This is great. And this, I feel like no matter what your situation, it can apply to it. Maybe you're trying to find something external and tangible. Maybe you're looking for a new job and feeling like you're not finding the work that fulfills you or, brings you joy or makes you feel like you're doing what you really want to do. Maybe you haven't been able to find the right relationships with people, whether it's romantic or friendships, or maybe your family relationships are struggling. Whatever it is that you've got going on in your life, it's so important to believe in yourself and trust in yourself, because you can't rely on other people to believe in you or support you or tell you that you're doing great. You just can't. I mean, it's really nice if we have those types of supportive people in our lives, but we can't depend on their validation to make us happy or make us feel good. Everything comes down to ourselves. I know for this card, it applies to me in just like even the past year, less than a year, to be honest. I've really started facing my fears and putting myself out there. I've always been a person with a lot of ideas, and I have these big dreams and goals, and there's so much I want to do. And I've always held myself back because I've made excuses where I think, well, I'm not capable of doing this on my own, or I don't have the money to do this, or whatever reason or excuse that it is, or people aren't going to like this, people aren't going to want this. Or even I sometimes allow other people's opinions, like, oh, I don't think that's a good idea, or maybe you shouldn't do it this way. But as much as I always appreciate constructive criticism and getting other people's point of views and seeing what other people want, what it really comes down to is what I want, what I believe in, what I think is going to work. So you have to trust yourself. You have to trust your inner voice, your intuition, your gut, and just know that if something feels right or feels good to you, or if you have a desire to do something, you got to trust that and follow it and believe that there's a reason for it. One of the things I mentioned in my Manifesting with Magic course is that we create our reality based on our desires. So we all have desires. We all have things that we want, goals, dreams, whatever it may be. But if we don't believe that we can obtain those things, if we don't believe that we deserve them, if we don't believe that they're possible, then we're never going to get them. And whatever we believe is what's going to be true for us. That's going to create our reality. So like I was saying, in the past year or less, just putting myself out there and doing the things I want to do, regardless of what the outcome is going to be, regardless of if I'm going to fail or not, which I don't believe in failure. If you do something and it doesn't work the way you wanted to, that's a wonderful learning experience. Now you know how to do it differently in the future, or maybe you'll realize it's not what you want to do. So I feel like failing, I get just as excited to fail, because even if I fail, I know that I still tried. I still put myself out there, and now I've learned something and I've had an experience, and I can do it differently going forward in the future. And it just, when you do accomplish something, when you do fulfill a goal or go forward with something and you've done it because you truly believe in yourself, then if you do succeed or you do get the results that you want, it feels so much better because you knew the whole time that you could do it, and you trusted yourself and you believed in yourself. And there's just nothing more, I shouldn't say more, but like, it's very liberating to just know that you did it. You believed in yourself and you proved to yourself that you're right, because we don't need to prove anything to anyone else. We don't need other people's validation. We don't need likes and followers and all this other stuff. We need to do what makes us happy and what feels good to us. So I'm going to end it on there, because otherwise I could just go on forever and ever talking about how important it is to love yourself, believe in yourself, and trust yourself. Truly, truly trust yourself. And if you feel like, you know what you're doing and you trust yourself and you follow your instincts and it doesn't work out, then there's a reason for it. Then it's trying to show you something or tell you something. And there's no mistakes in life. There are, as Bob Ross says, my daughter has this poster on her bedroom wall, that there's no mistakes. There are only happy accidents. So regardless of the outcome, just go ahead and do it. Put yourself out there, because you cannot go wrong. If something doesn't go the way you planned, then that's that path you're meant to take, and then you can redirect, you can change things, but whatever. Just please, please believe in yourself now, always, and in all ways. All right, so let's dive right in, and I'm gonna, you know what? Let's do some tapping on this. I think this is a really good affirmation to do some tapping around to help just continue with the affirmations and really help ourselves believe this and repeat this to ourselves. So I always suggest, before doing any type of energy work, and tapping is a type of energy work, to make sure that you stay hydrated, drink some water before we get started, and then continue to stay hydrated afterwards and throughout the day. Okay, so for this tapping session, instead of starting on the karate chop point and going through all the negative feelings that we're feeling before tapping in the affirmations, we're just going to go ahead and start on the top of the head and just tap in the positive affirmations. So just follow along with me and repeat after me. I believe in myself now, always, and in all ways. I can shine my light into the world. I can see me living my dream life. I can see how my dream life will look. And I can feel how my dream life will feel. I have a voice. I have a right to be who I want to be. I trust that all is well. I can do whatever I put my heart to. What I feel matters more than anyone else's opinion. It is safe for me to step into my power. It is safe to be successful. It is safe to be seen. It is safe to be heard. I love the picture of my future. I trust that all is well. I know that I am living my truth. And it is safe to live my truth. I am attracting abundance into every area of my life. I am experiencing great joy. My life is full of light. I have waited too long for this moment, but I am worthy of living the life of my dreams, and I know that it is never too late. I can see it now. My life is unfolding before me, and I am attracting the things that I want into my life. I am open to receiving. And I allow myself to accept the wonderful things that are coming my way. I live my life on purpose and with intentions for the highest good of myself and for others. I believe in me. I know that my opinions and my feelings are the only ones that matter. I define success by my own standards and not the opinions or standards of others. I believe in my ability to create the life that I desire. And so it is. All right, deep breath in. Let it out. And remember to drink lots of water and stay hydrated. And you can do this tapping session as many times as you want. You can do it every day this week while you reaffirm the affirmation for this week. That you believe in yourself now, always, and in all ways. All right, I'll see you guys next week.